Welcome to the English News Binh Phuoc radio, television station and newspaper. And now our headline as usual. Binh Phuoc strengthening tie with Cambodian provinces. Binh Phuoc seeking export opportunity in Singapore. Đà Nẵng welcome first foreign passengers from Taipei after pandemics. Vietnam forecast to be fastest growing market for centimillionaires over next decades. Ladies and gentlemen, a conference to sign a memorandum of understanding between the Vietnam Fatherland Front chapter in Binh Phuoc province and the Cambodia Fatherland Solidarity Development Fronts in Krache, Mondulkiri and Tabong Khmer provinces in the 2022-2027 periods were held recently in Dong Xoai City.
The signing aims to further strengthen the solidarity and friendship between people along the border of Binh Phuoc and Krache, Mondulkiri, and Tabong Khmer. The two sides will work together to promote prosperity and common development on the basis of equality and mutual benefit. Joint efforts will be made to build a sustainable and practical relationship in a spirit of solidarity and friendship, contributing to the socio-economic development of each province. The Memorandum of Understanding affirms the traditional solidarity, friendship, and fruitful comprehensive cooperation between Vietnam and Cambodia, which make practical contributions to the construction and development of both.
A forum to identify export opportunity for Vietnamese goods in foreign markets such as Singapore and Taiwan, China has been held at Binh Phuoc Center for Investment, Trade and Tourism Promotion.
The forum opened with a chat show entitled Leaving to Return, featuring a discussion between the director of the Binh Phuoc Center for Investment, Trade and Tourism Promotion and speaker Danny Vo Thanh Dang. The chain opened up opportunities for businesses, cooperatives in agricultural production, and young startups in their province to connect with the Singaporean market. Singapore is currently Vietnam's largest investor in ASEAN with 2,860 valid investment projects and total capital of $66 billion. Binh Phuoc is home to 15 projects from Singaporean investors with capital of $286 million, or 8.5% of total FDI in the province.
An art performance to honor the love for Binh Phuoc province land and people has been held by the Provincial Composer Association.
The land and people of Binh Phuoc have inspired musicians to portray a young, dynamic, and hospitable locale ready to welcome friends from all over the world. Several new songs honoring the beauty and dynamism of Binh Phuoc were performed. Songs featuring the special melodies of the Satiang ethnic minority group were also performed for the first time. In addition to song and dance, the arts program was also a chance for local artists in various genres to meet and share their experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, the workforce of Vietnam had recovered quickly and the labor supply chain was not crashed down. Minister of Labor, Invalids and Social Affairs Đào Ngọc Dung told the National Assembly the four sections on October 28th.
The minister said that to date, Vietnam has 51.9 million laborers, 2.8 million higher than the figure recorded at the same time last year, while the rate of new laborers joining the labor market is 68.7%. Currently, the unemployment rate is 2.28%, he said, underlying that Vietnam is among the countries with the lowest rate. The official also highlighted progress of the National Target Program on sustainable poverty reduction, with the majority of criteria reached. However, he pointed to a number of challenges in ensuring social welfare and poverty reduction. In the future, the ministries will continue to give advice to the Politburo and the Party Central Committee secretariats to issue a directive on the strengthening of the party leadership to vocational training activities and the building of a flexible, modern, sustainable and developed labor market.
Vietnam and other countries share their view on the important role by the International Court of Justice in handling international disputes peacefully at the plenary session of the 77th United Nations General Assembly on October the 27th.
The court has significantly contributed to promoting the observance of the UN Charter and international law, as well as sustainable development, peace, security, and stability in the world. Vietnam and some other countries, including Vanuatu, proposed the initiative of asking for the court's consultancies regarding nations' obligations in the climate change issue. Ambassador Đặng Hoàng Giang, permanent representative of Vietnam to the UN, said climate change has remained a challenge to the international community and threatened the lives of peoples in coastal countries and small island nations. He said many response measures have been taken, including commitments to net zero carbon emissions, yet climate change has still been developing complicatedly. The diplomat calls for stronger actions in this regard, saying the responsibilities and obligations of countries should be identified in accordance with relevant international conventions, including the UN's Framework Conventions on Climate Change, the Paris Agreement, and the UN Conventions on the Law of the Sea.
Vietnamese businesses and brands are taking part in the Agri-Food Tax Export Asia in Franchising and Licensing Asia in Singapore from October 26 to the 29th.
The two events gathered together more than 200 enterprises and over 250 brands respectively and are highlights of the Singapore International Agri-Food Week 2022. They offer the opportunity for participating enterprises to promote their products, especially environmentally friendly products, and to seek partnerships. The Vietnam Trade Office in Singapore has helped more than 20 businesses promote their trademarks and display nearly 50 processed food brands at the event. Many other companies from Vietnam like Global Mint, Napoli Coffee, and Sen Đại Việt have also brought goods to display. Stalls run by Vietnamese exhibitors have impressed Singaporean and foreign partners. Representatives from the Vietnam Trade Office in Singapore said it will continue to have Vietnamese enterprises display and introduce goods and link with partners in the country.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first flight of Starlux Airlines carrying out 171 passengers from Taipei, China landed at Da Nang International Airport on October 28 morning, resuming the routes after over 2 years of hiatus due to COVID-19.
Representatives of the Da Nang Department of Tourism, Tourism Promotion Center, Da Nang International Airport, Da Nang International Terminal Investment, and Operation Joint Stock Company, and Starlux Airlines presented flowers and gifts to congratulate the passengers. The airline plans to operate 3 weekly flights, each lasting 2 hours and 50 minutes. It is also expected to increase the flight frequency in December 2022 to meet travelers' demands. According to the Da Nang Tourism Promotion Center, the resumption of direct flights from Taipei to Da Nang is a good signal for the city's tourism sector to increase the number of tourists in the future.
The fastest growing market for centimillionaires who bought $100 million or more in investable assets over the next decade is forecast to be Vietnam, according to the Centimillionaire reports.
With an astonishing 95% growth rate predicted, the emerging Asian manufacturing hub is expected to see a strong growth of centimillionaires in the real estate, technology, and financial services sectors, the report said. India is next in line with an anticipated 80% growth rate in individuals worth more than $100 million by 2032. At present, the US is home to an astonishing 38%, or 9,730, of global centimillionaires, despite constituting only 4% of the world's total human population. The big emerging markets of China and India follow in second and third place, with populations of 2,021 and 1,132 centimillionaires, respectively.
And that's all for the news today. Thanks for watching BPTV News. Goodbye and see you next time.